Hey guys, I'll make this short and sweet, as short as possible. I'm gonna do a 3-card spread. This is a general message. As you guys come in, please tap that screen and like this video. Let me turn the AC down so I don't come back on. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do a 3-card spread. It's a general message. I'm tired today, y'all. All right, let's go. See what the messages are tonight. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate you guys subscribing and supporting. Thank you for the returning viewers. Thank you for those that have visited for the first time. You all are welcomed here. I'm going to give a general message, kind of the overall or underlying energy for the reading. Spirits, ancestor, the Most High God, my spirit team of love and light. What is the underlying energy, please? Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to use the other deck to get the underlying meaning. Seems like I keep getting the same cards. Let me see. So we are just getting started. I'm going to do a 3-card spread instead of 5 cards tonight. Just 3 cards only. Right now, I'm looking for the underlying or the underlying energy to guide this message. I just need 1 card. And I do have one. It's the love call card. You see this? But it came out in the reverse. So in the upright, it's expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, and informing you. But all of this is in the reverse, meaning there's no expressing of love. Someone's not telling someone or expressing how they feel about somebody. No messages. Nobody's, informing anybody of it. Somebody done lost love for somebody. Is that what this is? We're going to find out. Okay. I'm going to do a 3-card spread. Like I said, instead of a 5-card spread. So I'm trying to make these a little bit shorter than I normally have been. Y'all forgive me. I'm a little tired tonight. So if I look like it, I am. What would you have for this 3-card spread? Welcome in. Welcome in. You guys can tap that screen and like this video. Welcome in. Okay. Got the coffin card came out. Coffin in the reverse. That's our first card. What else? Hi, Comrade 287. Welcome in. Second card is going to be keys on the ring. one more card, and we're going to go ahead and get started with this reading. Actually, 2 cards fell out. One is seduction in the upright. And then the 4th card is going to be poker face. So 4 cards. And I'm going to leave it. I'm going to stop right there. I can easily get more cards, but we're going to stop right there. So the underlying energy, or if you want to say overall energy, is the love call card in the reverse, okay? So somebody is not expressing any type of love to somebody. Somebody's not receiving it, or they're not expressing it. They're not showing, they're not messaging love. Somebody said they're not thinking of somebody. It's in the reverse. I mean, somebody's either not receiving this or they're not doing this, okay? Then the first card for the spread is a coffin card in the reverse, okay? With the coffin card being in the reverse, it means that there's no new beginnings at all. There's no freedom from something. Nobody's being reborn. There's no transitions happening. Keys on the ring. Okay? Keys on the ring. Welcome in, Brandon. Thank you. Thank you so much. Keys on the ring means many options. Okay? Somebody has many options. They have unconventional relationships or connections. They do one-night stands and they string people along. Okay? You got the seduction card that's in the upright. Everybody know what it means to be seduced. So either somebody is seducing somebody or they're being seduced. They're being seduced or they're seducing someone using attraction, teasing, hooking up, and dating different people, third parties and temptation. And let's not forget triangulation, if anybody knows what that is. Let me turn this fan on. Okay. Oh, let's see. Okay. All right. My last card is going to be the poker face card. It is in the upright. With the poker face card, this is taking a chance, risk and options, not showing their hand, and gambling. So somebody's hiding something. They're trying to keep something hidden, or they're trying not to react to something, so they keep trying to keep a straight face. Okay? Not showing their hand, meaning keeping that straight face while, but with a sleight of hand, they're doing something else that you're not paying attention to. It could mean gambling. So somebody might like to gamble, okay? We're going to go ahead and start clarifying these cards. Have 4 tonight. Let's see what we get. Okay. One more. We're going to start with the coffin card, okay? I keep dropping cards. I don't like that, but let's try one more. Yeah. It's better. So, yeah. Alright. What do you have for the coffin card, please? That was quick. So for the coffin card, we have the 4 cups in the reverse, okay? Remember, the coffin card is a card of, it's in the reverse, okay? And it's a card, and when it's in the upright, it's of new beginnings and liberations, transitions, being reborn, or some type of new thing happening in somebody's life. Freedom from something that they used to be in or used to be, a person maybe a different way of living, a different way of thinking, all those things. But it's in the reverse, which is saying that that's not happening right now. And to clarify, that is the 4 of cups, and that also came out in the reverse, okay? And with the 4 of cups coming out in the reverse, this is sudden awareness, okay? Choosing happiness, acceptance, retreat, withdrawal, checking in for realignment, okay? So with somebody being in this coffin card in the reverse, if it's in the upright, I read this as the death card. That's what I read it as. Like the death card in the reverse. Like if it was in a regular tarot deck, this would, to me, would represent like the death card. Okay. But this is not a literal death. This is in the reverse. This is supposed to be a death and rebirth, but that's not happening because it came out in the reverse. And then we got the Four of Cups that came out in the reverse. And it is saying that progress, power, and stability in the reverse, choosing happiness, acceptance, withdrawal, checking in for realignment. Why do we have this Four of Cups here, please? Is there a reason why we have this Four of Cups? Knock something down. Okay, let's see. See if I can get a bead on this reading, because right now it's not making sense, but we got to find out. Why do we have the Four of Cups in reverse, please? Get the Eight of Swords in the reverse coming out to clarify the Four of Cups in the reverse. Self-limiting beliefs. This is why the coffin card is in the reverse and there's no transition. There's no new beginning. There's none of that. Because then this is due to someone's self-limiting beliefs. Okay, so obviously this is probably going to be a love reading, being that the underlying energy is a love call card in the reverse. So somebody has self-limiting beliefs. They're their own worst critic. So they do a lot of inner self-talk, negative self-talk. This person needs to release. They need to release negative thoughts, okay, and be open to new perspectives. They need to have accept themselves for who they are, and this will provide the freedom that they're looking for. Since the coffin card is supposed to be representing freedom, but it came out in reverse, which means there's no freedom, and this is because this person has self-limiting beliefs, okay? Yep. That is why coffin card came out in the reverse. Okay. Next card is going to be the Ten of Swords in the upright, okay? Painful endings, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, crisis, failure, collapse, and defeat, okay? So I don't know who stuck these swords in this person back. But this is an ending, a painful ending. Someone has deep wounds, so this person was betrayed. So the Ten of Swords in the upright is betrayal, some losses. They suffer some losses. This person could be in a crisis right now. And then we got the this is the Six of Wands came out. It came out in the reverse. It says egotism, lack of confidence, lack of recognition, unpopular, discredited, private achievement. Okay. So this person that does a lot of self-negative talk to themselves, a lot of bad talk, stinking thinking type thing going on with them, is the reason why they're not having a new beginning. That's part of the reason why they're not having a new beginning. The other part is that they were betrayed with this Ten of Wands in the upright. Another betrayal. Because yesterday I spoke on betrayal, so a lot of this must be happening. That's the energy I've been getting lately. And then you get the Six of Wands that's in the reverse. Whatever happened to this person has caused them to lack confidence right now at this point. But part of the collapse or the part of the problem that they have where they're not having this new beginning is due to their ego as well. And if anybody knows anything about the ego, to have you doing things that you shouldn't be doing, that have you puffed up in your pride, you know what I mean? And in your pride, you make rash decisions, which can also, keep you from having a new beginning or good things happening for you. Then we got the Two of Swords as an upright that came out. It says difficult decision, weighing options, avoidance, and deadlock. So this person may have an avoidant personality type style, so meaning that they don't take responsibility. They don't acknowledge that they were wrong. They probably hardly ever say they're sorry. Like it probably hurt this person to say that they're sorry to anybody. That's another reason why the universe is not working in their favor, and they're not seeing a new beginning. Okay. So far, the reason that they're not seeing a new beginning, one is due to betrayal from someone else. Two is from this own person's negative talk in their head. They stay in their head all the time. They lack confidence. Yeah, and then they don't take accountability for anything. That's another thing. That's another problem for this person. Yep. Can I get something on keys on the ring, please? Let's move to keys on a ring. So keys on a ring in the upright is many options, unconventional relationships or connections, and one-night stands and string along. And then I added triangulation. So for the keys on the ring card, let me move these over. This person has many options. This person deals with a lot of people, probably all at the same time. I don't know if they know each other or not, but this is what this person does. Remember, I mentioned triangulation, and that's having more than one love interest, having them fighting over you. We got the Three of Cups in the reverse that came out. Let's just clarifying keys on the ring. Keys on the ring being overindulgence, heavy partying, isolation, independence, alone. Three's a crowd. I just said that. Did I not say that? And gossip. So there's a lot of gossip going on about this person, about how they live their life and how they be with all these different partners and stuff, romantic interests, and how they're doing these one-night stands, and they're just out here. They're in these streets right now. They're partying. They overindulging in whatever they're doing, that's of their nether regions. So they're overindulging there, and they're doing a lot of heavy partying, okay? And it says three's a crowd on here, which means that there are several people that this person is romantically involved with. And I don't mean romantic like they trying to choose which one they want to settle down with. They like 31 flavors, okay? This is what this person is doing. That's what I mean. Another card to clarify keys on the ring in the upright is going to be the Eight of Wands, and it's in the reverse. With the Eight of Wands in reverse, this person is suffering delays. So they're out here trying to party to try to forget or not feel the frustration that they're feeling right now because they're not having a new beginning right now, even though a lot of this is due to their own doing. Okay, so they out here trying to drown out what reality, which is what they're not trying to face, which is why I said they don't want to face accountability. They hardly ever admit that they've done anything wrong, which is why they don't make no progress, okay? And so they want to try to ignore what's happening and drown it out by partying and being with different people, exposing themselves to all these different types of energies, you know what I'm saying? Exchanging energy with people, which is adding to their frustration. But they're in their ego right now because they feel like they can do this and, stuff will take care of itself. But they're experiencing a lot of delays. And at some point, they're going to start panicking because this is going to come to a head, whatever this is, that they're not having this new beginning, okay? So they're having problems. So things are slowing down for this person. They're trying to ignore what's happening, but they're not making no progress and things are not getting better. So they're out here in these streets trying to drown that out, okay? All right, what else do you have for keys on the ring? Anything else for keys on the ring? Yeah, this person wants a new beginning, but they're not willing to do the correct work for it. They'd rather party. They think that partying is gonna, I don't know. I think that's the life. And at some point, you have to take care of things before you can party. So you work hard and then you play just as hard. But this person wants to play; they don't want to work. Hey, Doug. Yes, I remember you. uh, so then we have the Nine of Swords. That's in the reverse. This person is putting on. I told you, Poker Face was one of the Oracle cards that came out. They're putting on a face, okay? Like everything is good, okay? They done took some risks out here, some money moves, that risky type of decisions that they made. But the other risky things that they have done is being out here with all these different people, all these options, which is these keys on the ring. They're keeping a straight face. They wanted to appear to everyone else that everything is good, okay? And everything is not good with this person, okay? So the Nine of Swords is here in the reverse, and this person is suffering from inner turmoil, deep-seated fears. They're afraid of their secrets getting out or what they're actually out here doing. When I say unconventional, I meant unconventional type of connections with people. They want to release the worry, and it's somebody they want to reach out to. It's not saying who, but they want to reach out to somebody, but I don't think they feel like they can. This Nine of Swords is in the reverse because, like I said, they're putting on a poker face, so they don't want people to think that they're worried, but they're really suffering inside. This type of person that's always put on a face like everything is always good with them. And when they're by themselves at night, they're literally like that, holding their head in their hands, messed up, worrying about their life. And I feel like, if you're doing all of this and you know that it's not helping you, when you get by yourself, that's when you should do your best thinking, kind of sort things out. But just when you got to be really realistic, you know what I mean? You have to be realistic with yourself. You have to face reality. And you got to look at what you're doing. You can't just point the finger at everybody else. This person is not making progress because of themselves, okay? Hey, Cheryl. Yeah, so another card that came out is the Ace of Swords in the upright, okay? And with this card coming out, clarifying keys on the ring, this person needs some mental clarity. That's why they be sitting up at night, stressing. They stay up late worrying about stuff. That's what I heard. They're trying to find some new ideas. They're looking for success. But everything they do right now is not working, is what I heard. Because they're doing everything except acknowledging that they're the problem. And the Most High is not going to bless that type of thinking. Like you don't feel like you're at fault for anything, this person, whoever this is. But they got the nerves to be trying to plan something else, and everything they plan seems to blow up in their face. Okay? Then we got the Five of Pentacles that came out, and this in the upright, okay? This is still clarifying the keys on the ring with these options and this unconventional type of connecting with different people, one night stands and string along. So we have the Five of Pentacles in the upright. Because this person is out here with all these different people, naturally they probably have to spend some money, right? So when they're out here doing this is what they're doing, trying to fake it till they make it like everything is good, like they got it like that. They don't have it like that, okay? With this Five of Pentacles in the upright, this person is suffering financial loss, okay? Part of it is them out here in these streets with these people trying to make it seem like they have money that, to spend like that. But this is putting them in poverty. And this person is really insecure because they know that they're not stable. They're not stable financially wise. They're not stable, period, if they're out here with all these people. Anything else for keys on the ring? Now we're going to move on to seduction. Seduction is in the upright, and it is attracting, teasing, hooking up, and dating third party and temptation, which is describing this person to a T. This person has a problem. This person, yeah. So here we got the Four of Swords that's in the upright. This person doesn't rest. They feel like they got to be on the go. With this Four of Swords, rather, in the upright. They don't rest. They need to rest, but they don't rest. They don't take time. You know what I'm saying? They're bouncing from one person to the next, from one thing to the next, from one situation to the next. You know, just constantly hooking up, interchanging and exchanging energy, you know, with their sacral chakra, just bouncing around, bringing that energy from one person to the next and compounding it together. And, you know, this person is a mess because they have too many energies that they, you know, picked up along the way. You know what I mean? Because they just, you know, they probably don't even remember people's names. They're just out here. So they don't rest. They have a restlessness about them. What they need to do is they need to sit down somewhere and relax. The only way that they're going to get out of this financial rut that they're in and they have this new beginning is if they stop running around and trying to fake it like everything is okay. Start admitting that they are the problem. Look at where the problems are rooted at, you know, like what they're doing, what they're not doing, stuff like that. And quit trying to, what's the word I want to use? Bury their or project their inconsolable energy onto other people. But this person is really what they're doing when they're bouncing from person to person. They're trying to get that off of them, what they feel. So then in a way, it's like an energy vampire trying to give somebody else what they're dealing with and how they feel and take from them. And it's not working because the people that they're trying to do this with are low vibrational just like them. And so they don't see this because this is not a light being. This is not a divine being. I heard they used to be, and they had the potential to be on the edge. Wow, like being a divine being, and they chose the dark path. Okay, this is why they're not having a new beginning. Okay, 2 cards coming out for seduction. First, it was the Four of Swords in the reverse, which is saying that this person needs to relax. Then we got the 8 of Cups in the reverse that came out also for this person. Check out how it resonates. This is either you or someone else. With the 8 of Cups in the reverse, clarifying seduction. It's just trying one more time, okay? Indecision, aimless drifting, avoidance. What I say, this person avoids accountability, fear of change, fear of loss. So this person has a hard time making a decision. And most of their decisions is based on lower vibrational things. So they don't think outside the box. They only work with what they've seen and experienced. It's not that they don't know about other things that could possibly work for them. They just have never done it. They've never stepped outside of the box. Okay. And so with this happening the way it is, and them running around with all these different people that's also low vibrational, this is keeping this person in that low vibrational state and operating out of their sacral chakra. Okay. This is what's happening with this person. They have never stepped outside of the box, and being with these low vibrational people is also keeping them in the box. Like they're afraid to step out the box. They're afraid to make a different decision than what they've made before. They're afraid of change. Like something is wrong with change, and the people that they surround themselves with, they know this person is insecure. And this is why they make sure to keep this person down, in a lower state. Because if they ever break out of this is going to be a divine being, and they're going to be unstoppable. But these beings that's around them, They do the same thing this person is doing. They got this person doing this, going around and bouncing around from different people. So this person probably has an attachment on them, more than likely. Being that they don't understand a whole lot of things, but they think they know everything, they don't even understand that they have an attachment that has them out here in these streets. When you have an attachment on you and you're not aware of it, even if you are aware of it, but you're not looking to release it, you don't really think that it's nothing, you think it's nothing, then it has the ability to get a tighter grip on you. And so when you out here in these streets and you're experiencing different energies and stuff, all the energies that you're going to attract is you're going to attract what you are. Okay, so this person is attracting what they are. Okay, but they're also, how do I say this? I can't remember the movie I watched, but I'm gonna tell you what I saw in the movie, and this is reminding me of this movie, that if this person don't get out of this energy, what could possibly happen to this person? I don't know why this. I don't even know the name of the movie, but in a sense, it was. I don't know if it was Hellraiser or whatever it was I was watching, and this person opened themselves up. They were in the graveyard. And they opened themselves up to, because they wanted to be, powerful, or they wanted to have power and control. So they opened themselves up to all kinds of spirits and stuff, and they came in too, and they took this person over and they showed how it happened and everything. And when I say this person, when he spoke, you could hear several demons. So it's like this person keep associating with these type of lower vibrational people. It's a possibility, not just with this person, but with anybody, that this can happen. But this is what they're being attacked through their sacral chakra, through seduction. Okay, because this person has a problem in that area. This is why they're out here in the streets bouncing around. Okay, so we got the Eight of Cups that came out to clarify the seduction card that's in the upright. This person is drifting. They don't have any directions, like a boat without a sail or a rudder, you know what I'm saying? But they're avoiding taking responsibility, and they have a fear of change. And they have a fear of loss. So what they have right now, they're trying to keep, but it's not very much. And then the next card that came out to clarify seduction is the Ace of Cups, okay? And the Ace of Cups in the upright is what this person really wants. It's not what they're getting because they're out here in these streets. So obviously this is not love when they're out here with all these hooking up, you know what I'm saying, and all these options. But what they want is real love. They want to experience something new that's better than they've been experiencing. That's something good, something wholesome, something light, something divine. This is what they want. Yep, they want to get this attachment off of them. They want whatever, whether they're aware of it or not. They don't like how they feel, but like it has them going, like they're, as they say, the nose is wide open out here in these streets. So you're gonna attract what you are. Yep. And you willingly go out there and get right in the midst of what your problem is. Yeah, you're gonna continue to have problems. Anything else for seduction, please? Temperance is in the upright. They came out to clarify seduction in the upright. With the Temperance card in the upright, this is balance, harmony, moderation, patience, being sensible, purpose, and finding meaning. So this card is saying what this person needs to do and possibly what they would like to do. Like they would like to control their urges and their lusts, but they have not been controlling them probably for a long time until this thing has a really big hold of them. So they're having difficulties letting this go. So all of this is happening with this person. This is a part of the big part. This is letting you know what's going on with this person and why they can't get a new beginning. These different entities that's going on with this person is trying to keep them from breaking free. Yep. Last card is going to be the poker face card that came out in the upright. And you remember when this card first came out, I said this is somebody that is trying to fake it like everything is good. So they wear a face, they wear like a mask, and they pretend around people, probably social media, with family and other people that they got everything under control and everything is good. They still that, they that dude or whatever, they that woman that, or however you want to say it. But this person takes a lot of risks. They take a lot of risk that has gotten them into trouble. These options out here spending money like they got it, like they grow on trees and they don't. Gambling is on the poker face card. It's possible this person does gamble. And that might be another way they are losing money because they haven't been successful at that. So they may do lottery as well. That's what I heard. And scratch offs. Yep. Then we got the Six of Pentacles in the upright. This is clarifying the poker face card in the upright. This is a card of receiving, giving and receiving, sharing the wealth, generosity, and charity. All this stuff about this person, this is not what this person is, okay? It's the Earth sign card. Pentacles are Earth sign cards. This person, if they do anything for anybody, it's for show. And they're going to be expecting it back. If they do it in front of people, they're going to make it seem like it's charity. But behind the scenes, they're going to hound that person to get it back. Okay? This is not a generous person, but they want people to give to them. This is a stingy person. Nothing balanced about this person. And then we got the Five of Swords in the reverse, clarifying the poker face card in the upright. And with this card being in the reverse, it's Five of Swords. This is past resentment. This is also a desire to reconcile, amends, and a desire to forgive. So I don't know who this person wants to reconcile with. Could be a former lover. Could be a former spouse. Former partner, whoever it is, someone they used to be with. But they have some resentment against this person, maybe because that person broke up with them. Probably because of all this behavior we're seeing that's on this table. Maybe they got tired of this person out here with all these different options and stuff and then trying to bring it back to them. Not valuing the relationship. Bringing back all their raggedy energy and them different spirits, and also, could possibly be out here sleeping with people, opening them up to STDs and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So this person probably let them go because they don't want no parts of that, because that's not what they signed up for when they got with this person. So maybe they talked about what they wanted in the beginning, and both parties involved said the same thing, but somebody was lying. That's why they out here in the streets now. But they want to reconcile with that person. They have a desire to make amends. They want somebody to forgive them. Anything else for poker face? King of Wands came out sideways. Here it is in the upright, but it came out like that. So let me read it the way it came out. Okay, hold on. In the upright is a natural leader, a visionary entrepreneur, big picture, overcoming challenges, mature, career focused. I almost got this. Give me 1 second. Impulsiveness, ruthless, high expectations, haste, unachievable expectations. So this person, when they got with their, excuse me, when they got with their past lover or their past partner, past wife, past whatever it was a romantic connection in the past. When they got with that person, they came off like they were the King of Wands. Okay? Like they got it all together. That they was a woman or a man of integrity. That they were a leader. They were going to take care of everything, that they had plans, for their future. Like they were business minded, like had ideas and stuff, to start some type of business or bring in some type of income. You know, like they were looking at in the long run, like what it would be like with this person, letting them, being very optimistic and, piquing their partner's interest. Like they were the a suitable partner for them. You know what I mean? Like they were mature and career focused. They was about the right things. That's how they came off. But in actuality, they are a king of wands in reverse. That's why his card came out sideways. This person showed up to be, in the long run, very impulsive, making impulsive decisions and not thinking things through, which is why they're not having this new beginning. Um, they had high expectations of their partners. It was ridiculous what they expected of their partner, but they were not willing to do the same. Okay, they moved in haste, and the expectations that they had were um, unachievable. Like they were like, when they sat down and talked to their partner that they were with in the past, their goals were extremely high for just starting out. Like they wanted that in the beginning. And the goals that they were wanting to happen in the beginning are like future goals. It's something that you plan to get, to have. But this person obviously was impatient, okay? Which is why it says that they are impulsive. So they came out like they were a king of wands in the beginning, but they end up king of wands upright, but they ended up being a king of wands in the reverse. Okay. Anything else for poker face? And we're about done, y'all. Just crazy. What you say, Don? I think he has an entity on him. He might, baby. He might. You should pray for him, okay? That's all you can do. And protect yourself. So let's see. Is there anything else for poker face, please? I want to pull these pink cards and call them my name. And then we about to get some closing messages and we are done, okay? How about that? Because I need to get in the shower and go to bed. I'm tired today. Hold on. Let's go ahead and do closing messages because I don't think there's anything else for poker face. Closing messages, please. What have you for our viewers? Closing messages, please, for our viewers. Closing messages for our viewers, please. Closing messages for our viewers is going to start with the Six of Cups in the upright. Okay. With the Six of Cups in the upright, this is a card of nostalgia, recalling childhood memories, a sincere talk, a get together with old friends, cause and effect a warm reunion. So possibly this person, like I said, they're reminiscing and missing their past partner that they were with. They do want to get together. They used to have a lot of fun with this person, you know. Maybe this is somebody that, it says childhood memories. I don't know if this is something they knew from when they were a kid or something happened to this person when they were a kid, okay? But they want to have a sincere talk with their past partner. Because they felt like, first of all, when they were with this person, that person was actually their friend and their lover, okay? This is somebody they knew they could trust. This is somebody that loved them for real. This is somebody that they can, talk to about just about anything. They felt comfortable talking to this person. They trusted this person. But the betrayal in the beginning, I thought, was somebody betraying this person. They betrayed their former lover, their former partner, former wife, spouse, husband. Yep. And now they want to talk to him. Yep. Former messages. That's funny how it ain't no fun when the rabbits got the gun. You know what I'm saying? Like you mistreat somebody that was good to you, and now you miss them. We got the 901s in the reverse that came out. Mm-hmm. This person is a coward. If they don't stand up for the things that they should stand up for, like they're a people pleaser. That's what this person is. You know, if it's the thing to do, if it's a fashion trend or it's a fad or something going on or they're thinking that's new, they try to keep up with the Joneses and stuff like that. Not necessarily that, the way that we think of it when you hear keeping up with the Joneses, they try to, you know, have a house, a nice, you know, car and all of that, and then, you know, really can't afford it, so they really be living outside of their means, beyond their means. But this person is a coward. They don't know how to tell people no. And the people that they don't tell no is the people that they're trying to please, okay? So they like getting attention from the village. That's what they like. Lot of eyes on them, you know, because this person is insecure. So it makes them feel good when people pay attention to them. So, which means that they don't know how to sit with themselves, which is also bringing it back to the fact that they don't take accountability for nothing. Mm-hmm. This person is very stubborn. Very, very, very stubborn. Mm-hmm. You can't tell them nothing, whoever this person is. They know everything. I heard rah, rah, rah. That means that they like to do a lot of arguing, all that rah, rah, rah. That's what I just heard. Mm-hmm. This person can put people in danger with their reckless behavior. Like this person might like to drink and drive, but when they drink heavy and then drive. Because the card over here under seduction and hooking up and stuff said they overindulge. So this person, if they drink, they overdrink, you know what I mean? They be stupid, sloppy drunk. But they be feeling like they in control and they not. This person is very defensive, you know. They always feel like somebody accusing them of something and really nobody is, so their perception is wrong. When they listen to certain things that people are saying to them, they feel like somebody's accusing them of something. But this is because they're guilty. Nobody's accusing them of nothing. They just very defensive. They're afraid that they're gonna get caught. Mm-hmm. But they really can't defend themselves because people are learning about this person. They are learning how this person is. This is why they can't ask nobody for help. Mm-hmm. And they know they can't, which is why they out here taking all these risks, trying to make money on the side, and it's illegitimate. Like I said, this person probably does gamble, but they probably do something else too, but it's not on the table. This person, because of the way they are and how they do people, like I said, gossip is on the table. People are gossiping about this person. So they are, their reputation is taking a hit right now. There's a lot of little gossip coming up about this person, and then about this person's health as well. So I don't know what's going on with this person's health, but it says poor health. So maybe being out here with all these people, like I said earlier, hooking up and stuff is probably wasn't a good idea. But this is the problem for this person. They can't say no. They gotta have it. And like Dawn said, it's possible that they may have an attachment to them, some type of entity. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, they're probably stuck in doing what they're doing. Deep down inside, I said earlier, they have a desire to let this go, but they struggle right now. This is why they're not having no new beginnings. They're not free. There's no freedom with this person. This person wants to have some type of good transition in their life, you know, what they've been doing, you know. I feel like this person had an option at one point to not continue the way they have been going, and they refused it. And now it's even worse what they're into. Like the attachment is even stronger. Anything else for closing messages? Do you have one more, or are we done? One more. Seven of Cups came out in the upright, and if you look at this picture, this is a picture that shows a bunch of cups with a bunch of wealth in it, jewels and pearls and possibly money, all the good things, the materialistic type of things, and a better life, which is what this person wanted in the beginning. Well, the coffin card came out in the reverse, which is our first card from the Oracle deck, and says that this person is not having no new beginning. And everything that I've discussed on this table about this person is telling you why there is no new beginning, because of this person's behavior. I said originally it was due to their own doing, and as we continued along, we saw what this person was doing. And so they chose to do this. This person has resentment towards their ex, had the nerves to want their ex back, who was good to them, and they probably treated like crap and was out here in these streets on that ex. But they could have had this. They could have had it. Okay? And I'm hearing if they would have stayed with the ex and not did their ex the way they did them, they would have had it. But they let their the things that they're addicted to, the addictive type of behavior out here in these streets the way they are, and have been, take control. And this is why they lost it. They didn't get the new beginning, and they lost their partner. And this concludes the reading. I am done. At this point, I hope that this was something helpful. If it resonated with you, then take the message as it resonated. If it did not resonate with you, I do have other videos that I have uploaded on this channel, and other live videos as well, and plenty of shorts on this channel. Join the community. You guys are welcome to comment in the community section. I do post in the community section from time to time to try to alert you to when I'm going to do a live. I try to do that. Let me see. I have in the description box for this page all the information for one question read. I'm running a special right now. One question for 10 minutes for $15. If you're interested, go to the description box for this page, for this channel, and it'll give you the information on how to book the reading and give you the instructions if you're interested. I think that's it right now. All minds are clear? I'm about to get in the shower, y'all. I worked late today, so I'm tired. If all minds are clear, we're going to go ahead and, what did you say, Don? I pray he gets the help he needs. I tried. Well, baby, all you can do is try. Just pray now and leave it alone. Because there's nothing you can do. Because when somebody wants to do something, they're going to do it. Whether they want to stop something or they want to continue doing something. They have to want to. You've heard the saying that you can't tell a smoker when to quit. You can't. They have to want to quit. And in this case, a lot of people be saying they be wanting help and they don't. Not really. They just want somebody to make them feel important a lot of times. Because if they're going to refuse any help that you give them, then they don't really want it. They're going to fight against you. They don't want to. And we try, but at some point you're going to have to wash your hands of that, and you're going to have to leave it alone as much as it hurts. Okay? All right, everyone. So this is the end of this reading. I am appreciative of you guys joining me on this live. Like this video if you would. If you haven't liked it already, please do like this video. Go ahead and subscribe to the page. I'm going to try to come back tomorrow night and do another live. And maybe if I don't do a live tomorrow, I'm going to do some shorts for you guys. Okay? Okay. All minds clear? All right. You guys have a good night. Peace, love, and light. Bye, guys.